When it comes to Days of Our Lives, every fan has their own opinion, and Soap Hub is no different. For 5 days we sat and watched the good, the bad, and everything in between, and now we offer you a handy review, and a cheeky critique, of the Days of Our Lives week that was. Days of Our Lives, a Critics Week in review. Now that Ben Weston, Robert Scott Wilson, and Sierra Brady, Victoria Konefal, have reunited on Days, and settled into wedded bliss, we couldn't help but wonder, which couples should we be rooting for, the way we did for Sin? Paulina Price, Jack Harry, and Abe Carver, James Reynolds, have made up, but we're pretty sure that only happened so that they can break up again once the truth about Lanny Grant's, Sal Stower's, maternity is outed. There's Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gearing, and Ava Vitale, Tamara Braun, but this Days of Our Lives relationship doesn't seem long for this world. He clearly more than a little enamored with Nicole Walker-Brady, Ariane Zucker, and she's a supposedly reformed, murderous psychopath who raped Steve Johnson, Stephen Nichols, Philip Kyriakis, J. Kenneth Johnson, and Chloe Lane, Nadia Bjorlin, have little rooting value considering the fact that the majority of their courtship has been off-screen, and that Chloe doesn't seem to be all that into him, and she clearly has no regard for his feelings. Gabby Hernandez-Demera, Camila Banus, and Jake DeMera, Brandon Barrage, used to be fun and sexy trouble, but now we're getting a bit of a sketchy vibe from the latter. He seems to be fine with letting Gabby do all that illegal grunt work, like planting spyware in Philip's laptop, but then he actually expects to be put in the top spot because he's a man? Not a good look, Jake, not a good look. Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, and Gwen Rizchek, Emily O'Brien, are fun and sexy trouble, but they're also a pair of liars, cheats, and murderers. Do you want them to be rewarded for their crimes? And as for Allie Horton, Lindsay Arnold, and Trip Johnson's Lucas Adams, nascent romance, it was dead on arrival. There isn't a man alive who would want to be with the woman who accused him of rape and made his life a living hell for nearly a year. Add in the fact that Allie and Chanel Dupree, Raven Bowens, have far more chemistry together, and that they're not plagued with past baggage. But, just we think that a case should be made for Olo, or Chie, or whatever squish name the Days of Our Lives fandom will bestow upon Allie and Chanel. Enter Johnny DeMera, Carson Boatman, cut to us furiously trying to decide if we want Allie and Chanel to be endgame, or if it wouldn't just be better to pair Chanel with Johnny. Further Days musings. What the heck was up with Steve apologizing to Ava? Why didn't Justin Kyriakis, Wally Kurth, ask one of his other sons, Alexander, Joey, or Victor too, to serve as his best man? Also, are we really expected to believe that 80-something Victor Kyriakis, John Aniston, actually responded to Justin and Bonnie Lockhart's, Judy Evans, announcement by starting a food fight? Paley's. We're reserving our judgment on this whole Callista Lockhart, Katie Huffman, storyline for the time being, but we've gotta ask, exactly how many men have Bonnie supposedly killed? Surely there's a cap. Anybody else thinks that Roman Brady, Josh Taylor, might be projecting his anger over Marlena's, Deidre Hall, adultery onto Nicole? Days of Our Lives, DOOL, airs weekdays on NBC. Check your local listings for airtimes. For more about what's coming up in Salem, check out all the latest that's been posted on Days Spoilers, and for an in-depth look at the show's history, click here. Ad block test.